Hello, I'm Katie, and in today's video I thought I would do another tag video, which was one of my resolutions for this year, was to participate more in the YouTube beauty tag videos. So this one is by Allie Glines, and it's 21 questions, similar to the game makeup edition. So I thought that would sounded like a lot of fun, and I've seen quite a few other YouTubers do it as well. So if you search on YouTube in the search engine Allie Glines 21 questions, you will find a whole bunch of YouTubers that have also done this tag, and I will of course link hers in my description box down below so that you can find it easily. So thank you, Allie, for all these fun, great questions. Hopefully I don't have too much trouble reading them without my glasses on. I should be able to. I printed it nice and big so that I could see it. So 21 questions regarding makeup. Here's the first one. Number one, what is the oldest makeup product in your collection? This one I had to go through my stuff. Now I don't have a gigantic collection, but I do have a larger collection than most people. And I did recently last year go through and purge a bunch of old things that I needed to get rid of because they had expired and were old and whatnot. But I did find one that I think is 10 years old, if I remember right. I think I bought it in 2010, 2011. And this is by Raving Beauty Cosmetics. This is one of their eye pigments in Red Hot. So it's like a shimmery, loose pigment. See if you can see the color there. Isn't that pretty? I got this on the recommendation of Goldie Starling 10 years ago. So yeah, look up her channel. She always had a great channel. She does the most amazing artistic looks. Anyway, she did a red eye look in one of her videos, and she used this pigment, and I really, really loved it. So I got it, and I still have it. It's still hanging around. I haven't used it in a while though. I should try using it again, see how it is. So yeah, that's the old one. It's about 10 years old. Yeah, I should probably get rid of it if it's that old. Yeah. Moving on. Number two, what is your most recent makeup purchase? So the most recent one that came in is I just got these new Alter Ego palettes. This is the Alter Ego palette in Blooms. So that's what that color story looks like. Really pretty. And then I got the Alter Ego palette in Canyon. So Alter Ego is known for doing dupes. So they take color stories and textures and things from some high-end palettes, and they duplicate them in their own formula and arrangement. So these happen to be dupes for some Natasha Denona palettes, which are out of my price range, right? I don't spend that much on makeup very often. I have some of her mini ones because that 25 is much more easily for me to swallow for a makeup palette that is not going to last a super long time, right? Makeup expires. It's just like I mentioned, the Raving Beauty, it's 10 years old. I should get rid of it. So those are my newest ones. I'm excited to play with them. I am wearing the Canyon palette on my eyes today. I did kind of a fun, warm, smoky eye look today. That's really fun. So number three, what is the first makeup product you ever used? The first, other than theater makeup, so I guess that counts, theater makeup, when I started doing theater in like 4th, 5th grade, middle school. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup till I was about 14. But the first makeup product I remember wearing when I was allowed to wear makeup was my mom's CoverGirl liquid eyeliner. I used to go steal it and use that. So I don't think they make that anymore, but they did make it for quite a long time. So liquid eyeliner was where I started, believe it or not. I know I don't do things lightly, right? Number four, what is a makeup trend that you used to love, but now you hate? Hate is a strong word. I don't hate it. It's just, it's not in trend anymore, and I like other things. Although this look is very reminiscent of it, and that would be the 90s browns. In the 90s, you know, I was a teenager and in my 20s, high school and college and everything in the 90s. So I remember the popularity of the browns, right? The brown lipstick, the brown blush, the brown eyes. Everything was brown. It was a huge thing because before that, you know, even skin tones were pink, right? I mean, lots and lots of pink. So the 90s kind of went whoo in the other direction and we went with browns. So that's not one that I do very often anymore. I would say this is the closest I would go to kind of that 90s browns look. But that was the only thing I used to think of that I used to do a lot of, and I don't so much anymore. So that's how I kind of did that love-hate thing, right? So on the other end, what is a makeup trend that you used to hate, but now you love? And that I would pick would be blush, namely cream blush and pinky blushes. I did not used to like blush because my skin is very red normally. I have a natural flush. I didn't think I needed it, but strategically placed, it looks different than the natural flush that I have on my face. So I would say blush would be the thing that I used to not like to do, and now I love it. It's one of my favorite things. I will do all kinds of layers. I'll use cream, I'll underpaint my cream blushes and mix and match and do like a watercolor wash. And I love blush now. I love blush. Number 6. Yes, number 6. What is your favorite step in your makeup routine? That would have to be my eyes. I have the most fun playing and being creative with my eye looks. So that would be my favorite, would be eyes. I just like making them pop and finding different colors to make the green really stand out. Number 7, what is a makeup product that you can't live without? I recently put up a video about this, about not needing makeup. So, you know, technically I can live without makeup. You know, and if I'm, you know, off on vacation and out in the wilderness or something, I'm not going to wear makeup. If I'm home, I'm not going to wear makeup. But I would say, but also in that video, I talked about how there are just the bare minimum things that I like to do to put my best face forward with no makeup, and that would be brows and mascara. So a brow gel, and a mascara. Now that can be the same product that I can use both. Typically I need a different color for each one, but there are some out there that, like the Besame Brown Cake Mascara, I can use both on my brows and my lashes. So brows and lashes, a mascara, some kind of mascara that would work for both. That would be the makeup product that I can't live without. Okay, and what are we on here? We're on number 8. Number 8, what sparked your love for makeup? Theater sparked my love for makeup. I love performing. I performed a lot growing up in theater productions and music, and I love to sing. That was my major in college. So that is what sparked the love for me as far as makeup as an art medium. My mother is an artist. She paints beautiful paintings and she can draw, and you know, my younger brother and sister are really good at it, and I was never good at much more than coloring. I was never good on paper, right? And when I discovered makeup, I found my artistic, creative outlet, and I've just latched onto it and grown with it and loved it over the years. So number 9, what is the worst makeup look you've ever done? I think the worst one I've ever done, and I'll have to go back through my old photo albums to find a picture of me. I used to not do anything to my eyebrows. Yeah. Some of it was being unaware, some of it was the 90s and the brows were very minimal. So, you know, I had hardly any and I just didn't do anything with them. In fact, my college roommates and I used to joke that I lost my eyebrows in a freak accident because you couldn't see them. But yeah, I used to not fill my eyebrows in. I used to not do anything to them. And I think that that was probably not the right choice for me. It did not frame my face. When I was in any kind of performance, I always did my eyebrows, but as far as like a day-to-day or wearing makeup out in my life, I didn't do my eyebrows for some reason. I'm still not sure why I didn't, but I didn't. Probably laziness, knowing me. So that was the worst. I would say would be no brows, and I'll have to see if I can find a picture. If I can find one, I'll put it on the screen for you. What is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? So I really love a good bronze smoky eye, but last year for my birthday, I splurged and I got a Charlotte Tilbury quad. These are not cheap. That's why I say I splurged, and I just mentioned earlier that I don't spend that high a price point on makeup. But I got the Mesmerizing Maroons is the palette that I got, the quad that I got, and I love the eye looks that I get with this. I'll find a picture of a recent look that I did with this one and I'll put it on the screen here for you, but that's my current favorite. Something about the colors and the textures in this on my eyes just are so green and they're gorgeous. I love it. So that one I would see was my my favorite on myself. Now, because I'm a makeup artist, I picked another one. And I would say that my very favorite look that I've ever done as a makeup artist on somebody else, it was an editorial look. I happened to be still in school, and my husband is a photographer, and we had a friend that was a photographer, and she had an idea, and she was going to model for us. And so we came up with this concept of black and white and red. And so I'll put a picture of that one up here for you too, because that one is one of my all-time favorites. I painted her white and I did this red around her eyes, and yeah, you'll see, it's still to this day, it was one of the first makeup looks that I ever did. And as a makeup artist, and it's still to this day, 8 years later now, it is still one of my absolute favorites that I've ever done. Let's see. What is your favorite drugstore makeup product? So there's not one specific product, but I would say as far as, you know, a specific brand and product, but mascaras. The drugstore makes fantastic mascaras, and I would say at the drugstore, those are my favorite things to get, would be mascaras at the drugstore. And there's quite a few that I like. You know, there's some from Maybelline, there's some from CoverGirl, there's some from L'Oreal, there's, you know, there's quite a lot of really good ones in every brand. So, you know, it's just a matter of finding the formula that you like and the brush that you like. I think the brush is the key for sure to finding a good mascara. What is your favorite, number 12 is, what is your favorite splurge makeup product? My favorite splurge that I do spend money on because I know the quality, because I use them in my professional kit, would be my Viseart powders. I have, you know, some blush colors from them. I have some of their Petite Pro eye colors. You know, their Neutral Mattes palette is a staple in my professional makeup kit. They perform the same every single time. I always know the result that I'm going to get on any skin tone, any skin texture. They're just fantastic. So Viseart would be my favorite splurge makeup product. What is your most repurchased makeup product? So the obvious answer would be the liquids that I replace every 3 to 4 months, like my mascaras, my liquid eyeliners. But I tend to change it up because I like to try new things. But I think that in looking through my collection, the thing that I repurchase the most are the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eyeliners. I love that formula, and I love all of the colors that it comes in. So Urban Decay eyeliners would be my most repurchased makeup product. Number 14, what is your earliest makeup memory? I had to sit and think, how far back can I remember something with makeup? I think the earliest would be helping my fellow actors, usually the boys, for a production in applying their makeup. It just clicked with me, and I understood how to do the base and the contour and the highlight and shaping the face and doing the eyes and all those things. And I used to help the guys a lot with theirs. So I guess I'm kind of a born makeup artist, I guess. I always liked to help other people get theirs done. And, you know, like I said before, it became the artistic outlet for me. And then I would say, other than that, when I first started wearing makeup in my day-to-day, I remember doing a Mary Kay class with a Mary Kay representative. I remember sitting at the table with their little mirrors and, you know, the tray with all the little products in it. And yeah, I think I still have, I think I still might have it. Oh, I do. I still have my Mary Kay Inside Beauty book. How 80s is that, right? Isn't that fun? Yeah, so I still have it. I still kept it. It's fun. Yeah. Sorry, creaky chair. So those are my earliest makeup memories. Number 15, what is your favorite place to shop for makeup? So when I want to go and get something and pick it up and have it immediately, my favorite is Ulta. I like that they carry drugstore and a lot of prestige brands. They have a very good variety. They have a fantastic rewards program. Yeah, Ulta is one of my favorites. And then other than that, for professional stuff, I'm in the Bay Area in California, and we don't have any professional beauty stores here. And so I usually have to order online, or if I happen to be down in Southern California, then I can stop at the stores there. Some of my favorites are Nigel's and Friends in Southern California, and then one of my favorite online stores is Camera Ready Cosmetics. So those are my favorite places to shop for makeup. What is the most underrated makeup product you own? I picked a tool. This is a lash comb. Can you see that? Maybe. It looks intimidating. It's a bunch of pins, lash comb, right? It's a metal lash comb. This is fantastic for separating the lashes. I use it on myself. I use it on my clients. I did a shoot last year where they were doing a macro shot of the model's eye for this advertising campaign. And so I had to make sure that the lashes had zero clumps, flakes, or anything. And this tool, I would say, is the most underrated. And I'm surprised more people don't use them. You can find them anywhere. They have different shapes. They're not necessarily all shaped like this one, but a lash comb, the metal ones, not just a brush, this will really get in between the lashes and separate the lashes. If you've ever heard the story of Audrey Hepburn, and her makeup artist used to use a straight pin to get in and separate each individual lash, that's what this does, right? But you don't have to stick a pin in near your eye. So that's my most underrated. The most overrated product that I own. I own a few Morphe products. Their brushes, I have a few of their brushes, and I have one of their eyeshadow palettes, and I say those are the most overrated. I don't totally understand the hype behind them. They're just okay. They're just average. You know, they're not terrible. They're a great place to start if you really want to dig in and do a lot of different things with makeup and really play and have the art behind it. But they're just okay. You know, I don't get the hype. Number 18, what is a discontinued makeup product you wish would come back? The Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. My absolute favorite eyeshadow palette of all time. I hit pan in most of the shades in that one. I held on to it for a good 8 years, way longer than I should have. And I eventually had to just say goodbye to it because the colors were not performing like they used to. It was starting to go bad and expire. But I'm really, really sad that they don't make that one anymore because it was my absolute favorite, and I would have absolutely repurchased it if they still made it. Sad. Number 19, where do you go for makeup inspiration? I go to art. So art museums when I can go. I love the Dutch masters in their paintings. I love seeing the color and the dimension that they used to get with paint, the way that they were able to make the skin look like skin with their paint. That's where I find a lot of inspiration would be through art. So whether actually going to the museum or, you know, I have several art books that I love that I'll go through for some inspiration on makeup. Number 20, what do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? I hope to see less of makeup shaming. I can't tell you how many times, so I do in my professional makeup, I do a lot of men's grooming as well as women for photography and for film and things. And I can't tell you how many times people have been worried of judgment of me putting on makeup. You know, some men being worried about looking like they have makeup on, which they don't, because I'm a professional, I know what I'm doing, but the concern around there, or how many, I was surprised how many men I've had comment about women wearing makeup and how it was a lie, that they were presenting themselves as something that they're not. And I just kind of looked at them kind of like, you're wearing a suit, that's a lie, right? That's not how you wake up in the morning. And they just kind of go, oh, well, you know, I mean, makeup is an accessory. It's not something that you need. It is something that you should play with and you should have fun with. I do it as a profession for male grooming, for instance, for film, because the camera does not see the same things that our eyes see. And so I have to get the camera to see what we want it to see. Right? We have to, less distractions, something realistic, whatever it may be. You know, for men's grooming, maybe it's filling in a patch on their beard, right? That is distracting. Your eye keeps getting drawn to it and they're giving a presentation. Maybe it's, they have, you know, a lot of redness. Maybe they just have, their lashes are super blonde and they're giving a presentation and they need to be noticed. So, yeah, I'm kind of going on a rant about that. But yes, I would like to see less makeup shaming from those that don't wear makeup, shaming those that do. Number 21, what do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? This one's related to the last question. I would like to see more acceptance. I would like to see more acceptance of everyone wearing makeup. I would like to see more men wearing makeup because they want to. That doesn't mean putting on a full beat face. That could mean just concealing their dark circles. It could mean just putting on some mascara. It could mean wearing a nice tinted lip balm, maybe some bronzer, right? I would like to see more acceptance of makeup as an accessory that's acceptable for anyone, male, female, trans, whatever. I would like it to be more accepted, and for what it is. It's not a necessity, it is a want, like the rest of the things that we adorn ourselves with. So that was my 21 questions video. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe for future videos. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you have a great day.